Hey guys, welcome. Today we're going to look at two different models that I created using Minecraft education in class earlier this year. So we're going to look at the model here, and at first glance, some things that you should see kind of immediately noticeable is the different shape in the two. One has more of a roundish and one is more of a rectangular. So here we're looking at the rectangular. And if you notice, there's also two layers along the outside of this. So the fact of the shape and the two different layers, whereas this one seems to just have one layer around the outside, this must be our animal cell right here we're looking at. And that must be our plant cell over there. So let's go a little closer and check out our plant cell. All right, so looking here, we have two separate outer areas. We have the cell wall, really provides us support and protection. And then right inside of that is the cell membrane, which is more of the squishy type of cell that we would also find, well, all cells have a cell membrane around them. Plant cell also has that cell wall around it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the cell here and see what we're looking at. All right, so we have a large central vacuole there. We have our cell membrane. Move around. We see all of that liquid inside flowing around. That'd be the cytoplasm. And let me go ahead. I'm not an expert at navigating on Minecraft. All right, so we have our ribosomes. We find them all over the ER, making the rough ER appear rough. And then the smooth ER is the smoother part. All right, over here we have some energy-looking things. So that must be our mitochondria, giving off energy to our cells in the form of ATP. All right, so we have a random ribosome over here. Some ribosomes float around. These green, this purple part is our Golgi. It's going to be like our post office sorting and modifying things. All right, so we have our chloroplast making sugars for our plant cells, photosynthesis. All right, this big structure in the center is our nucleus. So it has that DNA, the instructions for how cells do what they do. All right, this very large container here, I'm using container purposely, is the large central vacuole. This is a big important part of a plant cell. It stores a lot of water, gives plant cells their kind of structure, fills them up to the size of the cell wall, and holds a lot of important nutrients and things in there. So now let's go ahead and head over to our animal cell. Now you're going to notice a lot of similarities because they're both eukaryotic. We saw that there was the nucleus in the plant cell with the DNA, and at some point through our little journey here through our animal cell, we should see a similar structure. All right, so here we see our Golgi. Once again, this is responsible for a lot of that, making special kinds of proteins, combining proteins. This is going to be, once again, we have some energy going in there, our mitochondria. All right, so this kind of webby structure, kind of back and forth structure around our nucleus is going to probably be our endoplasmic reticulum. We see our ribosomes on there making the rough appear rough. We come over here, we have the DNA inside of the nucleus. And just like in our plant cell, we see the water in here represents our cytoplasm. Cells have lots of fluid inside of them moving around. All right, let's head over here and see what we have. All right, so that's a ribosome. This is going to be our lysosome, which basically is a little decomposer or garbage disposal, if you want to think of it that way. And then we're going to zoom out again and take one last look at our animal cell here and our plant cell there. Animal cell is more round, just has a cell membrane, and a plant has two.